Salvete amici, Magister Miki here with an advanced tip for Imperator Realm. We finance professors have hobbies, and one of mine is playing Imperator Realm. I'm creating a collection of advanced tips I've learned while playing this game in case you want to have a study break or play Crusader Kings in Imperator. This is the 6th of several videos going over the Bloodline traits in the Invictus mod as of update 1.9. I'll cover what the bonus is and where to find them at game start to help you decide if pursuing the Bloodline is feasible or worth your time. So in this video, I am covering the Bloodlines present in various tribal countries as well as one that's in a mostly tribal area, even though it's not itself tribal. There's 2 that appear later through event, but these ones are very much always going to happen. The AI pretty much always triggers the event, so these are available for you even if you're not playing that country. So first one is the Brennus Bloodline in the Senones country. So Blood of Brennus gives 10% tribesman output to governors, 5% chariot discipline to commanders, and 10% garrison size to rulers. If you're tribal, especially if you have chariots in your levy, like always for all commander bonuses, it's okay. Like the economic bonus from tribesmen is nice. But garrison size is useless, and if you're not tribal, you probably won't have very many tribesmen, so your bonuses here are pretty bad. This is one of the worst bloodlines out there. It's also very urgent to get if you want, because Rome expands rapidly, and Senones is one of the first targets on Rome's menu, so it's going to disappear pretty quickly if you don't move fast. Next, Vercingetorix over in Gaul is in Armenia, the Blood of Celtilos. It has a government-specific bonus, so 3% Senate influence if it's a republic, 0.05 legitimacy or centralization if it's monarchy or tribal. And then it also gives 5% national manpower to rulers. So the manpower is useful, but only early game. Once you're in late game, you don't really need more manpower. You'll have all the manpower you could possibly use. And the government bonuses are okay. So there's no actively useless bonus here, but it's still not that great. It's definitely a below average bonus. Now, Armenia tends to do well in Gaul, so it usually survives and grows to be a regional power, or better, but not always. And then, of course, there's some urgency just innately because Rome will show up eventually, and Rome beats pretty much everyone. So some urgency is required, but it's not super dire like it is for Senones. Next, Balbo, the single non-tribal. They are in Gadir here, so Blood of the Balbids, or Balbi. They have 0.05 popularity. They have 5% same religion happiness for governors, and 25% diplomatic range for rulers. So the diplomatic range doesn't really do you much. Sure, you can contact countries that are a little farther away, but that doesn't really matter generally. The popularity helps a little bit, but it's not that much of a popularity bonus. The 5% religion happiness is a pretty good one, but there's only one decent bonus here, and so I'd say it's a below average bloodline. Now, if you do want this bloodline, move quickly. Carthage tends to expand here very rapidly, and Gadir will disappear very quickly. Now, back onto the other side of the Mediterranean. Just north of Thrace, we have one of their largest their largest vassal, Odrysia, and they have the Blood of Terrace. This gives 10% heavy infantry offense for commanders and 5% omen power for rulers. Commander bonus is situational depending on your culture levy. And then 5% omen power, that's actually weaker than several other bloodlines that have 10% omen power. Omen power is always not terrible to get, but the 5% is not particularly large in terms of how much extra benefit you get. So not that great in value, probably below average. And this one is not urgent. This country tends to survive. They don't get eaten by Thrace very, very quickly. And then the last two bonuses are the event ones. So Scythia has an event where the Ateus bloodline will trigger. And again, it's not present at game start, you have to wait until the event fires. It gives only commander bonuses. So 10% morale to horse archers and light cavalry. So it's very dependent on, do you use horse archers and light cavalry in your levy or not? If you don't, you're probably not going to care about this that much. And this is not super urgent. Scythia tends to do pretty well. And, I mean, if they don't do well, you'll lose the bloodline regardless because the event won't trigger. The last bloodline, which is by far the best bloodline of all of these, is the Arsa Chase bloodline. Now, there's not a single country here, so the Dahian tribes, they will trigger an event that creates this bloodline and creates a unified Parthia. It will also wreck the Seleucid Empire. This bloodline gives +1 martial, 5% tax to governors, 5% discipline for horse archers, for commanders, and 5% integrated culture happiness for rulers. This is a great bonus. This is one of the very best bloodlines. Again, it has a stat bonus. It has a economic bonus for governors. It has 5% integrated culture happiness for rulers, which is really great. Which is really great bonus to have. The only thing that's not amazing is the discipline to horse archers. That's situational, depends on your culture, but stat bonuses are always great. More money is always good. Integrated culture happiness is really nice. There are 3 great bonuses here. This is a really strong bloodline, and it's not really that urgent because the event almost always fires. And Parthia tends to do pretty well against the Seleucids. Seleucids are stuck in a revolt, as well as fighting this unified Parthia. They struggle. So overall, there's one amazing bloodline in Parthia, and then some of the very worst bloodlines in the entire Invictus mod, which you probably don't want to bother getting unless you're doing it for collection purposes. If you found this video helpful for your study break, please comment, like, and or subscribe so that others can find this video too. Happy not studying or playing Crusader Kings.